Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, the 2nd of January. Yes, we are. It's the new beginning of the new year. Oh, yes. But that was yesterday. Never mind. So, I had to clear my flat after the weekend and all of that mess that I created. And I've put all of those like papers and pages into this lovely little pile. So this is what we've got from all of those videos. Yeah, it's not much considering the fact that I don't have I've still got like a lot left. So eventually I think, like after when I go through all of those bags, I might end up with like this much, because this is just I don't know, one, yeah, it's just like a tiny little bit. Never mind. But what we've got from the weekend is my mummy, right? So my mummy. Okay, so we've got all of those ones. This is a pile of my mummy and our adventures. The second biggest pile is the doctors and me visiting all of them. Then we've got a nice pile of my tattoo and preparing, or like all of my appointments and stuff like this. Then we've got Oliver, right? My boyfriend from the UK, our trip to Paris or Geneva, and our time in Brighton, our lovely Christmas, right? Then we've got the boyfriend that I had before that. He's got these two, so yeah, we are not excited about that one as much, are we? Kind of. Then I've got my traveling, all of the boarding passes and train tickets. Then I've got this random one, which is a card that I don't know who I got it from, but now looking at it, it might actually be the one connected to the letter from that guy and the letter from his grandmother. Maybe she sent me this, because I don't think I would choose this. I always choose like something funny, something a bit like ridiculous. This is very serious. This is a very serious one. This is not me. So I think I'm gonna put it into his file actually, or pile, because yeah, it could be him. Then we've got party times, right? Party times. We've got that. Then we've got the first place where I stayed. We've got some random receipts because we got loads and we don't remember. We don't remember where those places were. Then we've got my lovely hobbies. Then we've got this girl. We traveled to London together and to Brighton, one of my students. Then we've got girls from the beach hotel. We've got Monica. We've got Rossio, right? And other people, Susanna and Mo. Then we've got some other random receipts from there. So this is the beach hotel. Then we've got the second place where I stayed and the owners of that place. And here we've got the very first place where I stayed. Then we've got my, oh my god, lovely illustrations that I created when I was really bored and the internet was not working. Then I've got things from Gumtree, like all of the flats and places where I wanted to stay, and I might have stayed, but I didn't because I stayed over there. But we're gonna put it into that pile. Then we've got my CV that I was sending to people when I was in England, a motivational letter, and some other things from the process of me trying to get a job. Then we've got Amy. Yeah, these two. These two are Amy and our adventures. Then we've got another page for the random receipts. I've got this one, which is like some random quotes that I needed for whatever reason. So we're gonna put it close to those drawings that I did. Also this one, can't remember who that was for, but designed that one. Then we've got some cards and some random thingies. Oh, I can put it over here actually. Ha, nice. Then we've got Winnie, our friend Winnie, and all of the things she would give me, and the contract that we went through yesterday. We went through all of this yesterday. Then we've got two girls from the first place where I stayed. So this is connected to Winnie, those Italian girls, and the landlord. Then we've got my Cambridge exam application and some other things from my studying time. Then we've got things that I bought on eBay and all of the books, the receipts from the books, nice. Then we've got James, and this is James as well, so we're gonna put him over there. And this is my friend from Watford, and this is Morrison's, that is connected to her because I was buying a bottle of rum and Coca-Cola. And these are some other like random things. My favorite song at that time, the umbrella, and some random thing that I created. So this is the random pile, and we're gonna move on. So I've got my glue ready, my scissors, and taking notes, but I forgot about the memory book, so give me a sec. We're gonna need this and this and this. Oh my god, I told you that it's gonna be difficult to squeeze this in, like in my schedule. Yeah, it's really hard, you know, to find the time, and I'm also like, I'm trying to do it quickly, but that's not the point. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna take it easy, right? And I can put my mummy here, and Amy and James are gonna stay there. Do we need anything else? A pen, sheet, and luckily I got a lot of pens from, a lot of pens from my mum, because she doesn't need them and she gets them as presents from her clients and stuff. Okay, so let's dive in. Move on and take a chance in the unknown. That was the one that we were looking for before, right? So this comes to the tattoo pile. Let's just put it here. We can always throw it away, right? Then we've got receipts. Sainsbury's. Surprise, surprise. Orange, yeah, nice. Cash Zone, I was getting out some money, but it doesn't say how much. Then we've got Tesco Express, cheesecake, noodles, fruit and fiber something, and yogurt. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Cheesecake. I think at that time somebody was actually like talking about a cheesecake, and I was like, oh, I've never had it in my life, and then I saw it in the shop and I would buy that because, yeah, I wanted to. Okay, so this is going to be receipts. Okay, Duke of Norfolk. Oh my god, Duke of Norfolk. Where should I put it? This is not random. I do remember this one. That was my favorite pub, my all-time favorite pub. It was in Brighton, obviously. And it was really cool. I had my favorite table there, you know. It was really, really cozy, like the typical English pub. I was sitting there in a corner, and I was reading those books, and studying vocabulary, sipping on a glass of wine, and it was really cool. And we had the Alcampo lounge somewhere as well. And I just loved it. I'm gonna stick this one here because this is not a party time. This is actually studying time. I was there, oh my god, myself. Would you ever go to a pub by yourself? Am I the only one who's a crazy person? But actually, there were some people who would come up to me and they were like, "What are you doing? What are you holding in your hand? I don't recognize that." Yeah, like there was this guy who like tried to be funny, and because I was holding a book, obviously, and he wanted to like point out that people nowadays they don't read books and they have their phones in their hands most of the time. So that was quite, yeah, funny. Whatever, but and that was in Alcampo Lounge where he like approached me with this really funny comment, right? Yeah, never mind. Super drug, coconut something. Okay, is that one? Tesco, Vogue. Yeah, I bought cigarettes in Tesco. Nice. We've got another EE receipt, £15 in cash. Then we've got something, save up to £55. Sainsbury's, lovely. Sainsbury's, again, Coca-Cola, smoked ham, and egg, something. But Coca-Cola, yeah. I probably had some rum left, so I just needed Coca-Cola, and we were hungry, so we bought some sandwich. 409 Southern tickets for travel today. This looks weird. You get like, you won't be, what is that? It's not like a ticket. Is that what you get from the, when you take the, when you don't get the tickets from a person but from a machine? Because I used to, yes, I used to take the tickets, or I used to get the tickets via the machine as well. Yeah, when I ordered it online, when I booked the train ticket online, then I could go to this like machine and collect the tickets there, so I didn't have to go and speak to people, because as we know, I have some antisocial problems, so sometimes I'm just not ready for human connection and communication. Okay, Tesco, prepared fruit, nice. Yeah, it was one of those like plasticky things. Yeah. It's like a plastic bowl with some random fruit in it. Some bread, cheese slices and stuff. Then chicken sandwich, chewing gums and water. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we've got some, yeah, my shifts. My shifts, off, 8 till 3, off. So yeah, it was 21st till 28th of April, and then in May. And this is a customer's invoice that we would give to people in the beach hotel. Okay, and I was writing some shifts down, so that goes to the beach hotel. Do we have like a special pile for the beach hotel itself? I don't think we have it, so we're just gonna create, like, I've got the people from the beach hotel, right? Monica and all of those girls and stuff, but I don't think I have, just a beach hotel, do I? Am I gonna need it? Anyway, like, I'm gonna stick it on here, right? And maybe we might find more information, but for now let's just put it here. Then we've got tips from the 5th of April 2015, £18.50. So this is from the Lion and Lobster. Yeah, I didn't stay for the close up of the restaurant, so those were my tips from that day. So we're gonna create a Lion and Lobster pile. Like, we've got Anna from there, and Sam should be somewhere as well, right? I can actually stick this one on there as well. This is the little letter from Anna. She was, I think it was the Secret Santa thingy. So this will be the Lion and Lobster. So this is, yeah. So this is fucking hell. Let's put it here. So this will be like my time in the Lion and Lobster, and this is the Beach Hotel, just like that. Okay, moving on. Superdrug. Cream, Colgate toothpaste, nice. Brighton and Hove, single ticket. And we went to the Brighton station to Westdean Loop, the 19th of January 2015. So Westdean. So it's either one of those trips with somebody, or at some point I went there by myself. But this is from January. This is from January. I would go there like when the weather was nice, when it was like a nice sunny day and stuff. So I don't think I would go in January, would I? But you know, like the winter in the UK is, let's be honest, it's not as cold. It's not that bad. Like in my country, you've got like, I don't know, you can have minus 10 degrees. We had it like last week or 2 weeks ago. In the UK, the temperature is like rarely below 0, or actually like it was like at that time. Like now it's different. Oh my god, like now it's very, very, very different, because when I was there, right, in summer the temperature was like, I don't know, 25, 28 degrees, very comfortable, perfect. I was really happy with the weather, to be honest. And in winter it was like 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees usually, and maybe like it was freezing on some occasions, but very, very rarely. Nowadays they had like in the last 2 years they had like these crazy heat waves of like 30, 40 degrees, like in London even. Oh my god. And in winter, like now I just I checked the video from Zoe, I think it was, and they had snow, like a thick layer of snow. It blew my mind, because when I was there I saw the snow twice. Once when I was in the Lion and Lobster, like somebody was like, "Oh my god, it's snowing!" and you could see a couple of snowflakes. Like it was not like snowing. This is not like snowing for me, but it was lovely. And then once, it was like in the middle of the night when I was walking back home from work, I saw a little, yeah, just very, very light snow, but that was it. I never saw like the Brighton beach like covered in snow ever. It just didn't happen. Or maybe I was not there, maybe I was sleeping, or like, I don't know, I was paralyzed and I couldn't move and see that and stuff. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that, would I go to Westdean in January by myself, or did I go with somebody? That's the question. And where is my traveling file? Here it is. So I'm gonna put it on there, and then potentially we might move it to a specific person if in the future I remember who I went with. Okay, Southern receipt. I was traveling £55.80 for a train. Where would I go? 22nd of April 2015. Was it like £55? That's really expensive. That's really expensive. That's not what you... Brighton. Four rail tickets. Four. Like when like my when my mum visited me, it was like the 3 of us. We wouldn't buy 4 rail tickets from Brighton somewhere. Oh my god, where would we go? 55.80, that's the same. Where did we go? in April. I have to check. But 4. There was 4 of us going somewhere. Like with Winnie, we traveled. But 4 of us? I don't get that. I really don't. I don't remember traveling with 3 other people. I need to check it. I need to do some research and see if that was my mum, if that was actually the time she visited me. Okay, we've got some fruit from Tesco. And we've got a lot of receipts. So, okay, 5.23. Lion and Lobster. Oh my god. So I was paying for some Prosecco drinks. Duke of Norfolk. Yeah, I told you, like, I was not at home, like, as much. Like, I was outside. I was eating, like, on the go, and I would be either walking around or sitting in a pub and studying or working. Like, I barely slept at home. Like, I slept at home, but I barely, like, stayed at home, like, during, like, when I had a time off, like, ever. No, I would be out and about. Going somewhere. Okay, from Primark, I bought tights. Boot tights, yeah, the best tights in the world. It's amazing that, you know, Primark got opened in this city, actually, where I'm living right now, which is bloody amazing, because I can buy those tights. I've never seen, like, such a lovely tights anywhere. Especially those thick ones, like, for winter. Like, I love those, like, the thickest version of those tights, and I need them. So, like, I spoke about my obsession with, like, keeping clothes and everything else. But I was, like, before I got those new tights from Primark, like, here, which was, like, I don't know, 3 months ago or something, I would have those tights from 2014. Good quality. Good quality. Yeah, I've had it, like, for nearly, like, 10 years. Isn't that crazy? Yes, it is. It's, yeah, funny. Okay, Tesco Express sandwich. Nice. Barclays, 350. Nice. Sending some money. Then we've got 13th of May, 10:30, the Fracture Clinic. The Fracture Clinic. I went for a checkup. So my mum visited me in May, right? Because that was the time of, like, yeah, the trips, yeah, my mum visited me because I had the appointment there. It was the Fracture Clinic, and we need a new thing. So this will be my broken ankle time and my appointment there. Then Lion and Lobster, where are you, my darling? Yeah, here you are. Gonna stick it on there. Yeah, was that the price of the, like, Prosecco or a glass of wine? We are drinking Prosecco with Amy every time we went somewhere. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bubbles, but she liked it and I don't mind. So we would order a bottle of Prosecco or a glass, and yeah, it was great. And the Duke of Norfolk, that is, let's put it here because we've got one on the studying pile already. And look at the ink. Look at the quality of the ink. It's amazing. I know why I love the pub so much. Because they've got great receipts for my memory box. Yeah. Okay, the cooperative something I can't read. Then we've got the Lion and Lobster, 410. Nice. Then the new club. The new club. This one, Amy. The new club. I was there with Amy. We can actually see if we had food. 15.50. 15.50. I've got a funny feeling that we were there with all of the girls from the Lion and Lobster. It was like a meetup. I think it was when there was like all of us there. And maybe we went there. We used to meet up there a lot. Oh my god. Yeah, because I can see Amy and the beautiful view of the beach. Yes, yeah. I was there more times. It was not just one occasion. Then I've got something that I can't read at all. And then I was taking some, yeah, £60. Nice. Okay, I've got my Isaac. Oh my god, yeah, it's my when I was studying college. That I quit I quit it because of this guy. Yeah, so that boyfriend. So I'm actually gonna stick it to that one because I was dreaming about our future together, you know, us living together, being together forever. And I decided to quit my university studies, like a college, because I wanted to have money to pay for the rent so we can actually live together. Yeah. Yep. Was it worth it? The question, isn't it? Okay, then we've got the Primark something. I don't know what that was. Then we've got something, the Beach Hotel. 82.50 again. Is that the same price? The 30th of October. I do remember that I put it onto the pile like when I was leaving the UK, but I was not leaving in October. I confused it with December, but this is, and I thought that I saw like 01 instead of 10, and I said like, yeah, it's January, or I don't know, but it was not from the time I stayed. Why would, maybe there was like a time between like moving the places or something, like I was leaving one place and then I was moving on to another one, but I will check the emails and I will see when exactly I was moving from one place to another, because that's something that I genuinely do not remember. So the Beach Hotel, darling, that's you, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna put it on there and then we're gonna check it out. Okay, we've got some other like train tickets. Brighton to Gatwick. Yeah, Brighton to Gatwick. Nice. We have something like really interesting in here. Probably not. Receipts. Oh my god. I told you I'm collecting everything. Every single train ticket. Yeah. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Probably I am. Oh yeah, okay. Brighton Coalition 710 for a party. EE. We don't need this one. And this is from London terminals to Brighton, Brighton to London terminals. Then we've got Gatwick Airport, London terminals, Croydon, Watford, Clapham Junction. 30th, 29th of August, nice. 10th of October, that's a different one. But this is, yeah, when I went to see my friend in Watford. Watford, where is she? My Watford. That was the one with the cigarettes on the top. There she is. My friend from, and I went through Clapham Junction, 29th of August. That's a different day. But Watford, yeah, that's 100% her because she lived there, right? No question about that. So let's just stack it on there. Then we've got Croydon, 10th of October. I wouldn't go to like Croydon. I think, do you know what time it is? It was when my lovely friend from Woodford left me alone in a club. So imagine I traveled to Woodford to see her, right? And there was she basically like let me she just left me there because we had a little like it was an amazing night, like, right, okay, let's put it this way. So we went out clubbing, and actually before that I left my things there. I left my things at her place, obviously, because I didn't want to carry like everything and my keys and all of those unnecessary things. So I left it there. We head to the club and stuff, and we were having a great time. And then eventually there was this guy that she kind of fancied. And again, why do I am I such a horrible friend? I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear to God, I'm not doing it on purpose. But anyway, like she was like, it was four of us, right? Two guys, you know, me and her. And we were standing outside, and I really wanted to go back. I was really, really tired or whatever. But she kept talking to the guy, and I asked her like 3 times, like, shall we go? Shall we go? And she just like, she was like, no, you know, we'll stay a little bit longer. We were having some food and stuff. But after some time, like, I just didn't like, you know, like, waiting for her just to finish the conversation, especially when, you know, they were living in the same city or in the same area, like they could see each other like every day. And it was cold, and it was really, really cold, and it was like 3 or 4 in the morning or something. Like it was like a bit too long to my taste, so I really wanted to leave. But anyway, she was like, she kept talking to him and the other guy, because I was cold and I started to get quite grumpy. You know, like when you are like drunk and you are trying, like, you know, starting to sober up, right? That's not, you are not probably in a good mood. Then I felt cold. I hate feeling cold, but never mind. And I was just waiting for her, like, to, you know, like, I start to feel suffocated when I'm like limited by someone else. And, you know, I can like deal with it for a limited amount of time, but after a couple of hours or something, like, I really need to like leave or whatever. But I couldn't because I stayed at her place, right? So then this guy, yeah, this guy came. Oh my god, I'm running out of ink. Yeah, but it's basically like this guy, you know, like we were like talking together, and then because I was cold again, he would like put. I met a lot of gentlemen. Yeah, because if you remember that guy, it's the same story, isn't it? This is the reason why I'm doing this, because I can see the patterns. I can see the patterns, and I can see why people are angry with me or they stop being friends with me, because I apparently do horrible things. But anyway, this guy, you know, again, the same story, just like with the Carmel guy when we went out with Amy and stuff. I was standing outside, I was cold, and he was like, you know, like he would like wrap his hands or arms like around me to warm me up a little bit. And my friend got angry because of that, because, you know, she was like interested in him, and I also like didn't understand, like, if she liked him, why would she not like talk to him? She was talking to the other guy who was like much older. So I didn't understand like what the point like was. If she was talking to the guy that she wanted, like, I would have stayed. I would watch them. I would watch the love starting and all of these. Like, I would, you know, like, it would have been a different story. But, you know, she was talking to the other guy, and I was cold, and he was like warming me up, and I was like, you know, tired as fuck, and like, you know, sobering up and cold and stuff. And then we walked away at some point finally, and we started arguing, and she wanted to take a taxi, and I was like, let's just walk, like, you know, because it was like a 10-minute walk maximum, like from the club to her place. And I was like, I don't want to be standing here waiting for the taxi, so can we just walk there? I can warm up, and, you know, we can, like, you know, we, by the time the taxi, you know, gets here, we can already be in bed. So can we just go? And she didn't want to go. Then we started arguing about the boy because she was like, you knew, you know, I liked him and you just let him, you know, warm you up. And I was like, what was I supposed to do? Like, I was waiting for you to finish the conversation, and he was just kind enough to like warm me up a little bit. Like, there was no kissing, there was nothing. It was just like him just literally just, you know, both of us like waiting for them to like finish their conversation. And basically she actually called a taxi. There was one taxi approaching, so she called the taxi and she just left. So I was there. That was my first time in the city. Yeah, bear that in mind. And I didn't know like which way to go exactly, because we walked only when we were like heading to the city center. We were walking like from like her place there, but I didn't know like the way back, right? I managed to find it. Like, I knew how to get from the train station to her place. That was much easier way. So I got to the train station, and from the train station I went to her place, and I sort of like remembered like which way we went. And then I got to the house and I was like ringing the bell. Like, her landlords were not, or her landlord and his wife and children, they were not there. They were on holiday, and that was the reason why I was staying at her place, because the family was not there. So I was ringing the bell, nothing. I was calling her, nothing. And you know, I felt really, really cold. And I called her like 30 times, no joke. She had like 30 missed calls. And you know, my legs and feet were like hurting. So I sat down. I was sitting on the porch waiting for her, and I was ringing the bell and calling her. And then I sent her a message, just please like let me get in and take my things, because I've got my keys in there. I've got the train tickets in there. Like, I've got all of my stuff and cardigan, because obviously we went out clubbing, right? So I wouldn't take like a cardigan or like a sweater, like a thick one. Like, we had just dress and then a coat. So I had my cardigan there. So I was just, let me take my things. Like, I could not leave without the things. And also we spent all of my money there, obviously. So I didn't have like extra money for paying for another train ticket, right? So I just needed to get in, and I was there for like an hour, or it felt like, you know, 3 hours, but I don't know how long I was there, but it was more than an hour. It was a long time. And I kept ringing. I was ringing the bell and I was calling her, and I just didn't understand what the fuck like that was. Eventually she opened the door, and I just like I just quickly like went through, and I grabbed my things, and she was like, oh sorry, I fell asleep. And I was like, you fell asleep, like, you know, with your phone ringing and with the doorbell ringing? Like, seriously, like, honestly, I was so like pissed off. And then we didn't see each other from that time, and then we met back in the Czech Republic, and we kind of like sorted like things out a little bit. But that was the last time we saw each other in the UK. Actually, before that, like, she or did we start to talk to each other after? I'm really confused. I really need to process this. I'm sorry, I know this video is really long, but I need to process the memory, because like, she would visit me down in Brighton, right? That was on many, many occasions. And then that was the first time I was in Watford. That was the very first time when she just like left me there. But there was another party with another girl. Was the girl there as well? Because I remember just the two of us, and then we were in Watford, and there was this another girl, and that was the girl that I owed her the money. Do you remember? We have the piece of paper somewhere. Wait, is that here? It should be here, because that was this girl, you know, and I was sending her the money afterwards onto her bank account. So I think it was not the same night. Or was it the same night? I don't remember if it was the same night. I don't remember that. I don't remember if it was the same night. Fucking hell. Anyway, after that, I'm gonna finish the video and I will continue in the next one. Cheers.